The multiple listing contract is used when a seller wishes to engage the services of a realtor to list their property on the multiple listing service, or the MLS. This legal contract outlines the professional relationship between the seller's realtor, the seller's realtor's brokerage, as well as the terms on which the seller will list their property. The multiple listing contract protects all parties by clearly setting out their respective rights and responsibilities. Let's examine some of the sections of the multiple listing contract. The first section sets out the basic terms of the listing, including the start date and end date. The authority to list the property and the obligations of the seller's realtor, and the seller's realtor's brokerage are also set out here. The term of the listing is agreed upon by all parties and can be influenced by several factors and situations, including market conditions, condition of the home, unique attributes of the home, location, the realtor's marketing plan, and the seller's needs. The next section of the contract provides a description of the property, including both the address and the property's legal description. The multiple listing contract also provides the list price at which the property will be offered. Realtors play a key role in helping provide information to help the seller determine a list price for the property. The contract also lists the various services the seller's realtor's brokerage will provide to facilitate the sale of the property, including listing the property on the MLS. Realtors provide valuable services to their clients. The contract sets out the remuneration payable by the seller for these services. As part of an MLS listing, the seller's realtor's brokerage will offer a portion of the remuneration to the buyer's realtor's brokerage, also known as a cooperating brokerage. This section of the contract sets out how the remuneration will be shared between the brokerages. The designated agency section provides for the appointment of the designated agent, your realtor, and sets out what would happen if your realtor is not able to act for you. The seller's responsibilities and acknowledgments are also set out in the multiple listing contract. Sellers should review their obligations carefully and ask their realtor if they have any questions prior to signing the contract. The conflicts of interest section deals with potential conflicts of interest, when they may occur and how they can be addressed. In some cases, this may mean your realtor might not be able to continue to act for you. The multiple listing contract also contains a section that lists the ways that the seller's personal information will be collected, used, and disclosed as it relates to the listing. Once signed by all parties, the contract is a legally binding agreement. The contract provides for limited situations when it can be terminated or varied without the agreement of all parties. As such, sellers should review the contract in detail before signing. It's important to recognize that the seller, the seller's realtor, and the seller's realtor's brokerage are bound by the agreement. The multiple listing contract helps to ensure that the parties have a clear agreement setting out their rights and their responsibilities. Everyone is better protected when each party knows what they can expect from the other and what is expected from them. If you have any questions, just remember, realtors are here to help.